Good morning and welcome to another edition of Foodie Friday. This Friday we're making an Italian dish called a frittata, which I like to have for breakfast occasionally. But basically I think you can have it for any meal of the day. A frittata is basically an omelet that is baked in the oven with cheese and other ingredients. First you cook it on top of the stove and then you slide it in the oven. You can turn the broiler on or the oven on. I like to turn the broiler on and then bake it for a few more minutes. There's basically two set ingredients, eggs and cheese. After that, the world's the limit. Vegetarian, which I like to have, or you can put some meats in it also. The frittata is an Italian dish that the Italian families used to make usually at the end of the week. Basically what they did is they cleaned out their fridge and they chopped up, whether it's vegetables or meats or whatever. They basically throw it in this egg mixture with cheese. You'd use up all your leftovers and you wouldn't waste any food at all. The ingredients that I have here, this is just what I had in the fridge, but basically I had some avocados, some cut up zucchini, some broccoli, tomatoes, cheese. Of course, I got Parmesan and cheddar, but you can use you can use any cheese you want, I would think. And I have a little lemon behind this bowl that I'm going to sprinkle on there too, which gives it a nice flavor. Sometimes when they put meat, they put bacon. The Italians used to put Italian bacon, which was pancetta. I'm going to use prosciutto because I think it's a little bit better than pancetta. Now this pan is a cast iron pan, which I think is the best way to make a frittata. Something about how it holds the heat and how it distributes the heat. I think it's the best pan, best choice to use when you're making this dish. Basically what I did is turn on the heat on high. I already turned on my oven set up at 350 to get it warmed up. And I'm going to throw a little olive oil, maybe just a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. You don't have to do this, but I put a little butter in also. We let that heat up. First we're going to saute our broccoli and zucchini because they take the longest to cook. Some people like to use garlic and onions in their frittata. I'm not going to do that because Chris doesn't like onions that much, so I don't use them, and I don't think it takes that much away. But garlic, okay, actually we're going to use a little garlic on this dish. If you don't want it burnt, I suggest that you put it in, don't put it in right away. If you like burnt garlic, and then you can put it in while you're sauteing your vegetables, but I'm going to wait until my vegetables are almost cooked and then throw the garlic in. Okay, we got our pan nice and hot now, and I'm going to throw my broccoli in first. And throw my zucchini in with it. I'm going to put a little spice on it, okay? I got this Italian mix of spices, oregano, basil, little black pepper, I think is in there too. Put a little of that on there. You can use salt if you want salt and pepper. I don't use too much salt. I don't think I need it right now, and there's plenty of other spices that gives it a lot of flavor. We're basically going to let that cook a little bit because that takes the longest. I'm going to cover it up. Basically, I lowered the heat a little bit just to let those, soften up a little bit because those are the hottest vegetables. So those have been sauteing for a few minutes, softening up the broccoli and the zucchini. And now we're going to throw in our tomatoes. I'm going to let those cook up a little bit. Season it a little bit more. A little seasoning. And you see all the nice colors in there. And it's a nice looking dish too. So we'll let that cook for a few minutes, and then we'll throw the avocado. Okay, I forgot to mention that it's a good time to throw your garlic in right now. Tomatoes are almost cooked. Throw your garlic. Doesn't burn. And get your avocado in there. Okay. Avocado in there quickly. See, I just cubed the avocado in the skin, so it just pops right out. Okay, just sprinkle that around a little bit. And then we throw our cheese on top. Some people like to mix the cheese in the egg. I do it this way because I like it better this way. Just melt the cheese right on the vegetables. Okay, basically I forgot to tell you that I also put some prosciutto on top of that cheddar cheese, and then I put the Parmesan on top of that. And I covered it up for a couple of minutes and shut the heat off. Shut the heat off first, then covered it up. So it would cook a little bit more. I have my broiler going. So this has been cooking on the stove for a few minutes. So I'm going to take this and throw this in the broiler. Okay, the frittata has been broiling for a couple of minutes. Make sure you put on something to grab that pan because it's going to be hot. Okay? And there you go. Basically, you took some leftovers that didn't look very good in the refrigerator and made them into something that looks a lot more appetizing. And that's your Foodie Friday for this week. A tomato, broccoli, zucchini, avocado with prosciutto, frittata. Now I'm gonna enjoy this. Basically, I was in such a hurry to eat this because it looks so delicious that I forgot to put the last ingredient on. I'm sorry about that. The lemon. You're supposed to squeeze that on as soon as it came out of the broiler. Just sprinkle a little lemon juice on top. And that even adds more to the flavor. But it was good without it, believe me. And I'm going to try it with a little lemon now. Thanks again for watching this Foodie Friday edition.